Hello, Benimusik speaking here. Lebensgefahr. Benimusik is not allowed to have a girlfriend. Helsinki, Finland on May the 7th in the year 2026. Play by Benimusik. Sie verlassen jetzt Dummsdorf. Leise Freund aus Stillmannsdorf Pro7 Area, Helsinki, Finland. Und betreten die Area, wo Benimusik haust. Vorsicht! Benimusik. Lebensgefahr. Benimusik. Hochspannung. Benimusik. The wigs of a juridical judge too much loved. Too much with double U. We speak later on about this within the speech and mainly play by Benimusik in a few seconds, minutes. Die Nudelmesse des Spaghetti-Monsters ist im vollen Gange. Die Nudelkirche. Das Leben ist keine evangelische Autobahnkirche. Wiglaf Droste, Author. Pommes frites, Pommes frites, Pommes fries, Fried. Oliver Zeins from Wildensorg, Franconia, Bavaria, Germany. Benimusik is fan of. Wiglaf Droste. Die Legende lebt. Benimusik is a mathematician, mainly. Mathematics genius. The other things are not so important. Here you see the legend in the context mathematics and geographics. To here, Wiglaf Droste, author. The wig of a juridical judge, too much loved, with double U. Wig with one G, but I put the second G also to it because I can't speak English. Also, it's not my mother tongue. My mother can speak also English. Die Nudelmesse des Spaghetti-Monsters ist im vollen Gange. Die Nudelkirche. Messen von 2 bis 17 Uhr nachmittags, Bayern, Deutschland. Hier ein typisches Bild aus Bayern, Deutschland, um kurz ins Deutsche abzuschweifen. Ihr seid nicht A, B, sondern C-Promis. By Oliver Pocher, host and sportsman, ballet for men, and Bushido, musician, in brackets, from Germany. Thomas Gott, Schalk, from Bamberg, Bavaria, Germany. Street art Benimusik year 2020, a side information. Thomas Gott, Schalk from Bamberg, Bavaria, Germany, also known as TZ Boyle, author, second identity, sings Golden Gate, year 1967, about the famous Golden Gate Bridge. I think in San Francisco, got mistaken, there are several bridges with the same name in a way. I mean this one. Golden Gate by Thomas Gott, Schalk. At a Wetten, Das German TV show in the 1990s years, sings this song, music and lyrics by Thomas Gott. Schalk, I don't know. Golden Gate, year 1967 in San Francisco. Sung by Thomas Gott, Schalk. A cappella into a microphone. My heart beats fast. I'm a fan of Monterey Pop Festival in the year 1967 in California, USA. And the same you can find in the Wetten, Das show from Germany in the 1990s years. Persiflated, made irony of this culture from the year 1967 in California, USA, Monterey, and the Monterey Pop Festival there in the year 1967, and the Wetten, Das show in Germany from the 1990s years is Thomas Gott, Schalk. More discrepancy is not possible, says my good friend Florian, Dr. Eisbach from Munich, Bavaria, Germany. And this is true. It's an irony tool. And Paul McCartney, from the band The Beatles, sings Hope of Deliverance at the Wetten, Das show year 1995, circa, with Ringo Starr music from Africa with Barrett Head on drums, lol, with Dry Ice Steam. Let's go here. Benimusik, my name is a typical aside information. That Benimusik is a mathematics genius in the first place, and the other things are not so important. And here the title of the speech. Let's go. Thomas Gott, Schalk, from Germany, singing in the 1990s years. So own composed song, I don't know, in the Wetten, Das show in the 1990s years. Golden Gate, Golden Gate, the Golden Gate Bridge in the 60s years are to our loved hearts in San Francisco. Golden Gate. My name is Thomas Gott, and here is Schalk Lebensgefahr for BenimusikisnotallowedtohaveaGirlfriend. Golden Gate. We have we cannot learn a bit disability, and appear here where it's for us life dangerous. As Benimusik haters, Benimusik is not allowed to have a girlfriend. Golden Gate. We live in hope of deliverance. Hope of deliverance. Standing Paul McCartney from the band The Beatles. From the year 1967, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band. The same man in the 1990s in the Wetten Das show from Germany, in Dry Ice Steam, not Ringo Starr in the year 1969 or 1970 on the rooftop at the Beatles' own building. In Savile Row, where the suits of the businessmen get bought there in London, Great Britain. A bit another vibe in the 1990s years at the Wetten Das show, but the same man. We live in hope of deliverance. Hope of deliverance in Dry Ice Steam.